We begin our time of meditation by collecting our thoughts, by centering our hearts and minds, by finding space to be still. And we draw our attention to our breath. And as we begin to deepen our breath and settle into our meditation, tonight's meditation is one of letting go. And the inspiration for this meditation came for a couple of things. I'm preparing to go away on a trip, and there's so many details to take care of and so many things that we prepare for as we leave. And we worry about every single thing being done, everything being accomplished. And yet it feels like it never is. And yet there's something about getting in the car or on the plane or the train or whatever it is that is taking us away that allows us to just let it go. If it isn't done, it's okay. There's something refreshing about that. I'm also thinking about welcoming family back into the town, back into our home, into our community, and thinking about all the baggage that they bring with them, literal baggage, finding space for all of that. And it made me think about, as we pack and unpack all the things that we carry with us, not literally, but emotionally and spiritually. And so, as we come into our meditation, again, draw your focus to your breath. With each exhalation, clear your mind as best you can. Deepen into relaxation. And I invite you to imagine that experience of being on the first leg of a new adventure. It might be travel. It might be a change in direction spiritually or emotionally. It might be a change in relationship. But there's something freeing about stepping through that threshold and letting go of all the worry and anxiety that went into making that decision, all the preparation. There was something spiritually freeing, emotionally freeing, even physically freeing about letting go and not looking back. I invite you to spend a few moments just thinking about that feeling. Have you experienced it before? Is it something you wish to experience again? I was speaking with my daughter today about all the anxiety I have about embarking on a trip and leaving things behind and packing and making sure that everything is set. And then that wonderful feeling of being on the road and just letting that go. And she wisely said to me, you know, it doesn't always have to be that anxious. Why don't you start with that feeling of letting go? Those are wise words and a reminder that we have agency in how we process, how we experience our emotions. And so I invite you to just spend a few moments letting go of what it is that worries you, what it is you might be anxious about, what it is you are excited for. And if it helps to use that metaphor of unpacking or embarking or stepping through the threshold to something new, use any one of those. And see if you can imagine yourself just leaving those things behind and creating an emotional state in which you feel that you are moving forward and that is behind you. As you breathe into that, you may feel an actual weight lifting, a pressure loosening. Maybe your shoulders rest a little deeper. Maybe you're able to breathe with more ease and less tension. It feels good to let things go, to claim our own agency in our emotional well-being. The other thing that we can do is to be intentional about not picking up those things that we've let go of. So often we're able to carve out a moment or two of peace, of calm, of ease. But the minute the meditation ends, or the phone rings. We're aware of what is yet to be done. And we find ourselves picking all those things up again. I invite us to see if we can be intentional about not doing that. Not to leave behind our responsibilities or to drop the ball, but to intentionally let go of those things that aren't necessary, those emotional states that burden us, that are counterproductive or detrimental to our well-being. When we let those things go, that is not irresponsible. That is the most responsible. When we let those things go, we're not dropping the ball. We are intentionally letting go and freeing ourselves from those things which are unnecessary. And so as we prepare to draw this meditation to a close, we are mindful that we can create this space anytime and anywhere we want to. And we make a commitment to ourselves. Not only to create this space, but to not return to those spaces of unhealthy anxiety, picking up things that are unnecessary or burdensome or detrimental. And so with a few more deep breaths, we let go. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes.